say Senka Nanka Obinim say Vincent Kompany about to take over Bayern Munich. Team no every team are jelly very well currently. I'm not sure it could be a bit me in that kind of image about Vincent Kompany. This is a particular man at AFC Bournemouth. He failed. Although so they qualify from championship ever into the championship. He did well with them, but there's now watching the style of player. Now or they a coaching edema this particular club or no or bar. You could clearly see that now he wasn't winning, but then he was playing that kind of style to me that functioned very well. So even when at the point I was relegation, now Bayern Munich Jumano at the home, it took Pep Guardiola for him to convince the management of Bayern Munich for said if you want someone. That's a move to me, Pamo Thomas to kill the football club. That's a more penny successor. Then go in for Vincent Kompany for him to come in and coach for the side of Bayern Munich. And in fact, last season when he came, I was one of these particular few guys that I did not have that belief in Vincent Kompany. The Jew Mediano Odi and the other side of Bayern Munich because of say the crucial matches that I expected Vincent Kompany to win for the side of Bayern Munich, he failed, especially with the Champions League. When he was not even able to match up into the semi-final route, the last 2 seasons, Thomas Tuchel, Adrian Mokor into the semi-finals, and Sana Real Madrid, ABOU in that particular competition. In the Bundesliga, he struggles in the quiet time, and Sana Otimi at the other side of Bayern Munich. But this particular season, so we'll check the numbers of Vincent Kompany at the other side of Bayern Munich. It is exceptional. 9 games, he has had 9 wins, 35 goals, and Otimi share. And on the other side of Bayern Munich, and then he has been able to concede less, close to about 8 goals, and with him conceding and Bayern Munich. It's not only about the team. It's brilliant, and how he has been able to formulate a good collective team out of these individual players. It tells you that currently, as you speak, he is actually formulating one particular team, a bit competing in most of the competition this season. Yes, check the form of Harry Kane. He has played 9 games and he has scored close to about 17 goals this particular season. Checking the numbers, Mikey Olise Diamond in this particular season. Now checking Luis Diaz and even Nicolas Jackson of Chelsea. Bayern Munich.
Macho Mesaba is a Yanson technical will be to the Americana Mabana Yuina Buana Niama Akuye Kama Etimi Ediamania Diati.
Talking about the say. So we'll check Bayern Munich team currently as we speak. Vincent Kompany has been able to propel a good collective team and even with the number of games 9 games having successive 9 wins, 35 goals in the waiting Bayern Munich, and then 8 goals conceded in a winner in the last 9 games now about the other side of Bayern Munich. So currently as we speak, Ekame say so we'll check some of the clubs of more Europe are more competing in most of the competition. Now Bayern Munich in Mono was so, and then if say yeah both clubs need be doing. That's your Kase ABOU all ranking in order. So my Bayern Munich can't turn into the first spell and we don't turn into the second spell. It tells you say Bayern Munich Vincent Kompany with what he is doing for Bayern Munich currently speaking is actually matching up. Not only with the collective team, but so Kasa they are for some of the basic individual players. What me actually show more for them to form a good team. It tells you say he is doing something wonderful. Check the start of Harry Kane. 9 matches that he has played for Bayern Munich this season. He has been able to score 17 goals. One of the best strikers in Europe currently, or what form, and then he has scored a huge number of goals this season. Is Harry Kane for the side of Bayern Munich. Check Mikey Olise, numbers Saudiama Bayern Munich ever since of stepping the foot. ADC that particular football club now. So we'll check the Yama Crystal Palace at the time I know Honoma 2021-2022. He scored just 2 goals plus 5 assists. 2022-2023 season, he scored 2 goals plus 3 assists. But it was 2023-2024 season for Crystal Palace that he scored 12 goals for them. Season no anquery and Coton the free the side of Crystal Palace and then by the side of Bayern Munich. And when he came in his first debut season, he was able to make close to about 27 goals contribution for Bayern Munich. This is his first season for Bayern Munich. And in Ninaye, Nipa Bakupi Ensano and Utimi a propelling Michael is very well. Sometimes, Yani Akasa players beat me bomb modding in the player improvement individual. Yani Akasa a one kasa modding, but sometimes the nature of a coach can easily enact the best performance out of an individual player. And that is why Vincent Kompany has been able to enact that kind of performance from Michael Olise. Currently, as you speak, he has scored close to about 5 goals for Bayern Munich this particular season, making about 3 assists for them this season. It tells you, say, or no, as an individual, making him as a poster boy in the absence of Jamal Musiala on with Prakot Nancheno. He is keeping the team on his shoulders, making sure say most of the important vital goals for the side of Bayern Munich. Not only him, so we check Luis Diaz, quite no free Liverpool, by the side of Bayern Munich. I would see me a control a discipline, making sure say, or for me, good collective part of Bayern Munich. It is all good to the side of Vincent Kompany and how he has been able to prepare this particular team. So I believe, say, Enron game boy scoring a huge number of goals, making sure so me winning that second game in the Champions League this season. It tells you Vincent Kompany is up to the task. And any other team you'll be shouting in this season, he has learned his mistakes. Enron game, I was quiet about his substitutions and his game management. And I realized that some porous spaces last season, not affecting them. And man lose quite a number of games. I believe he has seen those kind of porous spaces, especially with the defensive structure of Bayern Munich, and then he has been able to work on it. So I believe Papa Vincent Kompany is doing something wonderful for Bayern Munich this season, and then he needs to be applauded. But DIABY, me get away from Bayern Munich, let's me back into any matches a bit to me ABOU in the UEFA Champions League. Then I'll actually talk about the side of Barcelona and then PSG, the kind of games a bit to me Atuja in this particular, tonight. DIABY, in the 15 games, PSG and the Barcelona team Bono, we are having FC Barcelona when you're just 6 wins against PSG Football Club, and also when you're 5 wins, and the APM in terms of draws, 4 pen APM. So it tells you, say, in the last games, and that's in the last period 15 games, I team inactive between Barcelona and PSG. It's just only 1 win away per in the 18 course between Barcelona and PSG, and it tells you, say, Barcelona a total dominance over PSG, sir. Just 1 win per in a separated these particular wins. And it tells you, say, at any moment in time, looking at the team across PSG currently as you speak. So move in the Club World Cup, Ekwakobo into the finals against Chelsea. That's a whole check Barca. How Hansi Flick took the Barca team last season and how he has been able to redevelop some of the young talent currently as we speak in the Barcelona team, and how he has been able to make sure we're maintaining the collective nature of Barca currently as we speak. I think, winning the Spanish La Liga last season, the Copa del Rey, and other vital competitions the team winning, PSG team that was to see and that kind of team, consistency, and they have that kind of coach in terms of the Champions League football now yes, because he won it with Barcelona in 2015, and then he has won it with PSG Football Club. So we'll check it with Hansi Flick. He won it only with Bayern Munich in the year 2021 season, and that was just a superb form for the side of Hansi Flick. But so we'll check it, the form of Club Barca as compared to PSG. But to me, I rate PSG even ahead of FC Barcelona. But sometimes we don't rate most of the forms club Ebenya. It all goes down to the game management, the tactics and identity of Hansi Flick, and together with Luis Enrique can easily match up to the field of play and Ebitimakoso. So we'll check Luis Enrique, the kind of football now about the 4-2-2-2. That means he plays the asymmetric tactical formation in the balance equation, PSG Football Club in any moment to make any other opponent. This is a whole check here. I'm talking about the 4-2-2 in a way, say the side of PSG 8 channel from the 4-2-2 formation. They can easily play the 4-3-3 formation, and that's sometimes so me defend here. They played in the 4-5-1 formation in the low block. Me defend it very well. Most of the vital spaces a Buama PSG. A transition, any progression, very solid. Edimono is the midfielder ball in that particular level. So we'll check the side of Vitinha. No check Fabian Ruiz, and the Jao never is controlling Finfi Edema the side of PSG Football Club. But last season, so we'll pay most of these midfielders are not more numbers. It was Vitinha and then Fabian Ruiz in the midfield for the side of PSG Football Club. The same way, so we'll check the side of FC Barcelona. Also strength when it comes to tactical formation with a high pressing system of footballer. Papa reference Hansi Flick. As you said, the side of FC Barcelona. Then you know to the midfield of FC Barcelona. But this time around, they have a proper ball career progressor in a sense of Frankie de Jong. And they have someone a bit more controlling and neutralizing most of the passes from the opponent called PSG Football Club into the midfield. And that is Pedri. So we have two basic, midfielders, Akum and Enyumre. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, João Neves combined. They can easily give you that good tactical, total dominance football in the centric midfield. But just two midfielders of FC Barcelona can control and they can neutralize, especially with the exceptional qualities of Pedri in the centric midfield of Papaya friends Hans Flick in Finfi. He starts every formation with Pedri. And so Pedri betima trigger most of these passes are so trigger those passes and Nipo betima carry bond is the exceptional person called Frankie de Jong in the midfield of FC Barcelona. I know it's a Barca baby, but it will be a tight, difficult game for FC Barcelona.
No correct score,
3-2 for Barcelona.
Mate, Merase, Meba, Nama Babeki.